Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Angelica and I'm with Love Letters to Milo. So today we don't actually have a tutorial. Today I'm not going to paint anything. I'm not gonna show you any kind of that fun stuff. Today we are going to talk about love letters to Milo. Well, I am going to talk about love letters to Milo. I recently did kind of ask me questions in my stories on Instagram. And this is a question that I get a lot. Like, who is Milo? Why Milo? Like, what does it mean? And I always kind of brush it off. Like, oh, it's just a name that I like. It's like my favorite name, which is true, which is very, very true. I love that name. But it's not the whole story. And of course, I'm not going to type like a whole story on Instagram of why Milo. So yes, it is true that Milo is a name that I love. I discovered it through like some celebrity and his name was Milo and it's probably pronounced different. And I was obsessed with Italian names for like a long time. And when I saw that name and sort of researched it, I was like, oh, it's great. It's Italian, which I love. And it's just a good sounding name. And of course, my family I'm of a Spanish background. It's Milo, and which is the name of a chocolate drink. So they always think it's really weird, but I love that name. So yes, that is, long story short, I love that name. Great. But that is not the full extent of this story. And I really want to take the time today to sort of just really get personal into why Love Letters to Milo and why it's so important to me. And so here's kind of the story. I'm going to try to keep it really light, really kind of light. It's hard to get really personal with like a camera, so sorry. It's gonna take a hot second. So back like 15 years ago, or 17 or 20, I don't really remember anymore. A long time ago, I was married. I got married really, really young. And we had been together for a few years and it just seemed like the right thing to do. But within our first year of marriage, I got pregnant and I was really young. I think I was 21 and we were all really excited about it. It was a very, very, very short pregnancy. I had a miscarriage shortly after I found out that I was pregnant, which is not uncommon. Like after that, the doctors told me that it happens like more often than not, but it was the first time that it had happened to me. So that happened. And you know, it was a long time ago, so I obviously moved on from it. But it's something that sticks with you for like the rest of your life. It was kind of at this point in my life, it was the one chance that I had and it just didn't pan out. I always think like I could have like a teenager boy right now and it's the weirdest thing ever. Like I can barely survive myself. So could you imagine? Crazy thought. So it was obviously unintentional and that happened and I moved on. And, you know, that phase of my life sort of, it's in the past and it's fine. But it sort of just like stuck with me. And I, you know, at my 38 years of age, I haven't had the opportunity to do that again. So when I was getting really serious about watercolors, I just sort of, when you do art, you do it from like very within. You do it from like kind of your soul out into the world, and it's something that you just make with kind of everything that you are in a way. So when I was thinking seriously about what I should name this project of mine, I thought of, one, I can't write. I'm not a good writer. I can't write, but I'm not a good writer. And so the only way that I sort of express myself is through art. And it was sort of like I don't remember how I came up with the idea of writing letters. Like, how do you express your feelings by writing letters? Kind of in a very traditional sense. You write poems, you write stories, but I can't do that. So what do you do when you really love someone a lot? You write them letters. So I thought that this project is something that I really love very much. And I've never had the opportunity to use the name that I really like, which is Milo. So I was at work and I was talking to a friend and, just kind of discussing names, love and letters. And I really like this name. And so it just ended up happening very organically that I was like, well, if I ever do get a chance to have a family, this will be kind of like my love letters to them, or to my baby, I guess. And if it doesn't happen at all, which is fine, this is my baby. This whole project is I'm putting everything into this, and I'm not comparing watercolors with motherhood, like, at all. It's like a completely massive other thing, achievement. But this is mine. It is my thing. It is something that I am creating from me. So yeah, I hope that wasn't confusing. I hope I was able to articulate where Milo comes from and what it represents. Again, I do keep that part of my past very light, very just light within my existence. Like, it's not something I carry very heavily. It happened and it's fine, but now it's just sort of a representation of something that I'm creating to put out into the world, and hopefully the world will like it. So that is it. It's a very short video. I just wanted to take the time to sort of explain to you guys a little bit of where I'm coming from, where this entire thing is coming from. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.